So welcome back. So in previous lecture we have seen the this stripping voltammetric method, and in that specifically we have seen the voltammetric stripping voltammetry. Now in this technique we will see the adsorptive stripping method. Okay, adsorptive stripping method. So this method is quite similar to that of the anodic and cathodic method, anodic and cathodic stripping method. But the difference is that in cathodic and anodic stripping voltammetry we have applied the potential or the external potential to the electrode or the micro electrode, and the electrode is nothing but the hanging mercury drop electrode, and this electrode is immersed in the stirred solution of the analyte for the specified several minutes. Okay, which is around like 5 to 30 seconds or 100 seconds. Okay, as such. So the analyte which was then analyzed by using various techniques, okay, like voltammetric methods like cyclic voltammetry or cyclic normal pulse or differential pulse voltammetric methods. Okay, now what is the difference between this stripping voltammetry and this adsorptive stripping voltammetry? So instead of using the that instead of using this external potential, here we use the adsorptive method. Here we use the physical adsorption method on the electrode surface rather than the electrolytic deposition. Okay, so here we use the physical adsorption rather than using this electrical deposition method. Okay, so once that absorption or the adsorption of the analyte has been occur, so that give the sufficient amount of material which get deposited onto the electrode surface, that is determined by using the linear scan or pulse voltammetric measurements. Okay, so similar type of technique is used, but instead of using the external electric or electrolytic deposition, we use the adsorptive deposition method. Okay, so many organic molecules which will find the use in the clinical as well as pharmaceutical applications. So for example, we can here see that the or the aqueous solution into the mercury surface, particularly the voltage is maintained at about minus 0.4 volt, where the charge on the mercury drop electrode which is maintained for this much potential, and this whole deposition will depends upon the stirring rate. Okay, because this deposition will occur only by the process of adsorption, physical adsorption. So this whole rate will depends upon the how much stirring or how specified or reproducible stirring that we are going to perform in the sample. Okay, so consider for example this. Okay, so this stirring is for around 1 to 5 minutes is required for the accumulation of analyte for about 10 raised to minus 7 molar, and for the 10 raised to minus 9 molar we will require to have the 10 to 20 minutes of stirring. Okay, so the below figure will shows you the difference in the stirring rate. Okay, so suppose we have used the stirring for 5 minutes, we will get this type of peak, but if you use the stirring for about 20 minutes for the same solution of 5 into 10 raised to minus 10 molar, we get the peak, sharp peak. Okay, here we get the sharp peak. So the adsorptive stripping voltammetry, which has also been used for the determination of and this organic as well as inorganic compounds. So a very low concentration of analyte, that is about 10 raised to minus 9 molar, can be determined. So in this application the cations are generally complex with the surface active complexing agents such as dimethyl oxime, okay, catechol or bipyridine. Okay, and the detection limit has been reached up to the this much limit. Okay, so we get the lowest detection limit. Okay, 10 raised to minus 10 to 10 raised to minus 11 molar. Okay, So among the all this technique we have seen so far, this technique will gives you the okay accurate and lowest detection limit. So this adaptive stripping voltammetry is quite superior over the other techniques. Okay, so this is the adaptive stripping voltammetry. So next technique is the one technique is the cyclic voltammetry and the one is the linear sweep voltammetry. So we will first see this linear sweep voltammetry. So the principal difference between the polarographic and voltammetric technique is the nature of working electrode. Okay, and in polarography we use the dropping mercury electrode as the working electrode, while the working electrode which is employed during the voltammetry is nothing but the solid electrode like okay, carbon or graphite electrode. So the potential of the working electrode which is ramp at a specific scan rate of voltage. So voltage is varied at a specific change in potential as a time. So the resultant of trace current that is measured against the potential is termed as the voltammogram. Okay, so the output is again same, that current versus time, not time, voltage. So current versus voltage will be the output, and here the dE upon dt which is known as the sweep rate or the scan rate, that is change in potential with respect to change in time, and the rate of this change in potential versus time is always kept constant during this potential scan. Okay, so in this technique the analyte concentration of about 10 raised to minus 10 to not 10 10 raised to minus 2 to minus 5 moles per dm cube is determined. Okay, so this much concentration we can determine. So in linear sweep voltammetry the potential of working electrode which is ramped from the initial potential EI to the final certain potential EF. So the below figure will shows you the linear sweep voltammogram for the reduction of solution phase analyte as a function of various scan rate. Okay, so the below figure will show you the how that scan rate will change the our analysis. Okay, so here we can say that x-axis is drawn as a function of over potential and that the peak occurs just after the n is equals to 0. Okay, so for n is equals to 0 we get the steady state response, and if we increase the scan rate we get the peak area. Okay, so the linear sweep voltammogram for the reduction reaction for the solid state electrode which is shown as the function of voltage V at x-axis. Okay, so this is the linear sweep voltammetry. So this is one table where we can see that various detection limit for the particular techniques. Okay, so of these techniques we got the various techniques like normal polarography, cyclic voltammetry, okay, sample DC polarography, normal pulse polarography, differential pulse, and last one is the anodic stripping voltammetry. So here anodic or the adsorptive type of stripping voltammetry will give you the most like better result for the low concentration ions. Okay, so we have been left with only cyclic voltammetry and the micro electrodes. Okay, cyclic voltammetry and micro electrode that we can see later on. Okay.